Here because Potentious just stole my shit. I don't like any of these. No, no. Oh no, I locked myself into being an asshole. No. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Adam. This is HMO4 Gaming. Welcome you back to Knights of the Old Republic. In the last episode, with Baeodor's assistance, we made our way through the military base, I should say. Found our shuttle, crashed it. We're 0 for 2 for shuttles in this game so far, and we made our way here to the polar region to see what's going on. Why isn't this on any map? Why is it not in the Telos shield network? And what's going on with these pyres in this random facility that has power? And we might track our ship here. And if you're excited to check out all this, please hit like, hit subscribe, do all those things on down below. I greatly appreciate it. And I also appreciate, as just a side note of the channel, anyone that's subscribed in the past year. I did post some things around the channel. Definitely appreciate all the support on any of my projects that I attempt to or try to finish in a timely manner. But hey, what can I do? Alright, let's go inside. Oh, well yeah, someone should have gotten Baeodor. We kind of just left him there. I also never noticed he had a knife on his boot. I never noticed that. Maybe it's because we're in like somewhat HD, but yeah, I've never noticed him having a knife on his leg. Also, as being a veteran of this game, this is a lot of exposition. So
lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
Hello, handmaiden. We won't be really doing much with you because we're doing the canon route. As I look on with my bug eyes and whatnot, so. Just because, you know, we're a female version, this is one of the version exclusives, Handmaiden here, who's telling us to put our weapons down. Yeah, she would come along with us if we were a dude. She kind of has a thing for us. But since we're a female, actual canon Mitra yeah, she's not going to come with us. She's just going to err on the side of all these people here. So, for right now anyway, alright, we mean no harm. And we just relinquish our weapons and
why is it that
go
everywhere
to a
we
cage?
go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
Anyone want to not
This
have
ice hole?
Baeodor's head go through?
It bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all
Baeodor's
the
kind of being
students?
decapitated.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you
And
doing?
Kreia has to find out why.
Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten.
Atten, quotations.
If she is a Jedi, she will forgive. And if she is not, she will not care.
You can't tell her. Please. I'm asking you. I don't want her to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this woman we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve her until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Dejaric can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
So that was a lot, and it was great voice acting, so I let it go. So that's one of the things right here. This whole conversation, this one episode of this entire Let's Play, this is what makes Knights of the Old Republic 2 Knights of the Old Republic 2, and puts it head and shoulders above anything the first game did. Now, I'm happy they're remaking it, maybe sometime in my lifetime, but this
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the Exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
This is the game that truly needs the remaster and truly needs to have more people play it. With its themes, its characters, its excessive cutscenes that were so good that my Switch almost went to bed, but you never know. So, this is Atris. She's one of the last quote-unquote Jedis. Maybe. We don't know. But tell me what you've done with my friends. Oh, now my intentions here, Atris, or see you again. So the best thing to do would be to show remorse and be more cautious about your friends.
Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are traveling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
Now, I want to do this as right as possible to basically smear as much egg on her as possible, which is to say, basically make her look like such an asshole and make me the right in everything and her wrong, which is basically the ultimate goal. It was not my intention to come here, Atris, or to see you again. If you think I want to see your face again, no. I'm looking for my ship so I can leave Telos. I'm here because a pretentious Shudda stole my ship. Alright, so this is just more pandering. If you think I want to see your face. Again, these two are just, I don't want to see you. What the hell gave you that impression? And this one, I'm looking for my ship. And then she's going to go on this whole philosophical thing. This is not your ship. Blah, 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 blah.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
Paragus destruction. The destruction was an accident. Look, do you have my ship? Are you admitting to stealing it? That's missing the whole point. She basically knows all about Paragus, because of course she does. Paragus destruction was necessary.
Necessary? The destruction of Paragus was necessary? You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
Where's the one? Where is it? Yes, Telos' tombs, and I can care less. I love that one. Progress was nothing compared to what I'll do. No. I know it put Telos in jeopardy, but I had no choice. Yeah, I destroyed 2 worlds with 1 explosion. Why don't you tell me? No, stupid. I know it put Telos in jeopardy, but I had no choice.
No, your crime is much more than that. Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station...
Yeah, I'm working on it. I have a quest, Atris. I'm working on it.
Its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
So what, Paragus was nothing... No. What do you mean? Why is Telos so important? So what? Ugh, I don't like any of these answers, but what do you mean?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds devastated by the Sith will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
Intelligence check. It's almost as bad as the Jedi letting the Outer Rim die during the Mandalorian Wars.
So you still hold to your flawed convictions. If you think to anger me, you are wrong. How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will. But when your actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for it.
Okay. I would not allow to put on trial. Progress is nothing impaired. No. My crime, the Sith destroyed Progress, not me.
The Sith? What do you mean?
The Sith have returned and they are hunting all Jedi. You'll find out in their hand and throat came the Progress to kill me. I like the first one. The Sith have returned and they are hunting all Jedi.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. Tell me, where did you encounter them?
I just told you. The Sith came for Paragus to kill me. I encountered them on Paragus.
Paragus? What would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
They intended to exterminate all Jedi everywhere. Since you were hiding, they came after a real Jedi. The fools thought me to be a Jedi. They didn't realize they'd left the Jedi behind. I was the only Jedi they can find. I did not know. Perhaps they were. Yeah, we're going to be all nice. I was like, because I don't really know. Obviously, I can be on my high horse and go, oh, well, they believed in me to the last Jedi. And, of course, that's going to set her off because she's going to be like, you're not a Jedi anymore. So I was like, I don't know. Perhaps they were.
If they sought a target, they would have hunted me, not you. But the blindness of the dark side is well known. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
I don't think I was followed. If so, then I offer my help. You'll need it.
You offer your aid after turning your back on me? On the Council? The Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that, something you never seem to understand.
But I've always understood war. No, the Sith have numbers on their side and need all the allies you can get, Jedi or not. I'm not doing this out of fear. I want to help. Yeah, I want to help.
Perhaps. But if you help me, it cannot be done from here. There are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can find them, gain their trust, perhaps our defenses shall be stronger for it. Take your ship, seek them out. If you find them, encourage them to gather on Dantooine. From there we can call a council and see what can be done.
I'm also being really lenient with this because you can get her all angry. If there's anyone who will aid us, I will find them. I will see what I can do. I'll gather what help I can and assemble them on Dantooine. Where can I find my companions?
You shall find them north of here, in one of the old irrigation chambers. They have not been harmed. They are free to leave as well.
It wasn't my intention to come here to cause you harm.
Yet here you are, and you bring tragedy with you once again. It was too much to hope that you may have come here to finally admit the Council was right.
Well, where would that get us? That wouldn't do... I'm going to come all the way here just to tell you guys were right? Is that really what you were hoping for? The Force brought me here. The Council exiled me out of fear. Maybe you should admit to the Council's decision. Okay, they were right, Jedi now. Well, maybe the Force brought me here. Did you ever think of that?
You presume much.
Ugh.
The Force does not guide your movements, not anymore. Its connection was lost when you fell. Perhaps you feel that the Force also led you to the Mandalorian Wars as well. But in truth, it only led to your exile.
Okay, that's not really nice, but okay. Maybe you should admit that it was the Council's decision that led to the Jedi Civil War.
You and all the Jedi who followed Revan caused the Jedi Civil War. It was because the need to wage war burned within you. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us. You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
I also recall you wished me imprisoned, or worse. My punishment could have been worse. For that I am grateful. I remember now that you needed me to remind me again. Yeah, I also recall you wished me imprisoned, or worse.
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget. Your words, your defiance, and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone. So I would never forget.
I forgot what I chose. I know I chose double-slated, but yeah, purple. I have the right to do so. I no longer deserve it.
Indeed. A lightsaber is the mark of a Jedi. When you turned your back on the Order, it was not yours anymore. I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order.
Or you kept it because I'm your, best friend and you wish me to return, but you can't admit what I did was right because you can't admit to yourself that you were wrong because you have to keep to your own convictions. Wish to earn right to carry my lightsaber again if I become a Jedi. Insult to the Order, you insult me by carrying it. Give me the blade back or you're dead. Insult to the Order, you insult me by carrying it.
Then you misunderstand its meaning while it is in my possession, and what it now represents. But I am not unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult for you. Yet you gave the Council no other choice. You gave me no other choice.
I went to war to protect others, not battle. The Council was weak. No, I had no choice but to go to war. I'm not here to debate. I wanted the war to protect the others, not for battle.
So your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression. That is not the Jedi way.
Neither is letting people die. And the Council's way was to meet aggression with surrender. I'll take my choices. Is the Jedi way to let people be massacred? I told you it was not aggression. I was defending others. The Mandalorians were butchering innocent worlds that have sworn to protect. Is it the way to let Jedi be massacred?
Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, where none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war, and it sent a terrible echo through you. And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way, and you turned on us.
You were not tempted to help the innocent. I did not lose myself. I found myself. I'll make the choice name again. Alright. Were you not tempted to help the innocent?
Of course I was. But the Jedi teachings require we examine how we may best help them. Action without reflection is not our way.
So you were content to let the Outer Rim die for the sake of the teachings?
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite.
If we had in fact fought, the Republic would have fallen. That is the facts. Have you been reading the history of the blind? Revan won the war. We could have waited, but defeating the Mandalorians after they won would have been difficult. There was no guarantee we would win, but if we had not acted, the Mandalorians would now rule the Republic.
A physical victory perhaps, but the real victory lay in...
No, I'm cutting you off. And now many people would have died if the Mandalorians had been stopped. The try and pacifism surrender. If we had stopped them, the Republic would have been destroyed. The triumph of the Jedi teachings is a cold thing when there is no one left alive to appreciate them.
You do not know...
If the Mandalorians have won, would the Jedi have fought them or simply have mediated on what to do? Oh please, anyone who step. I only have my experience to guide me, and they tell me you and the Council are wrong. You are correct. I am not here to debate the Council's decision. If the Mandalorians have won, would the Jedi have fought them or simply have meditated on what to do? Now that's being sarcastic. Oh please, anyone who stepped aside the Jedi Arca would know it. I have only my experience to guide me, and they tell me you and the Council are wrong.
How dare you? The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor 5 is where you should have died.
Alright, awareness. Your anger is because you secretly wish you'd had the strength to follow me to war.
What? What do you mean?
I can see it in you. You wanted to fight by my side, but you were too scared to defy the Council.
You're wrong, just as you were when you defied the Council. I tire of fighting with you.
No. I touched a nerve on that one.
You always will, and you have succeeded in distracting me from my questions. So answer me. If you cannot seem to admit the Council was correct, then why are you here?
I am here because Pretentious should have stole my shit. I don't like any of these. No. Oh no, I locked myself into being an asshole. No. Oh no. You cast me out, not revenge? No, I guess... Well, I don't want to take revenge on anybody, so I guess being name-calling would be,
Your ship?
I guess she just kind of went over that.
Ship.
We did a good job in our battle of words here.
Of the Paragus mining facility.
Oh, we're back to this again? No arguments here.
Then I shall send you on your way. It is now time for you to depart.
We shall remove her, mistress.
Alrighty.
Come with us.
So that's a great argument, and I really wish there was more like that in this game.
Are you all right, mistress?
The exile reminded me of something I had forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile, I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Was she important to you once?
We all have our heroes, and when we watch them fall, we die inside. She made a choice once, and I did not. The day we judged her, I stood in the chamber, and she was so right. She was so certain of it. I doubted myself, but not now. She will never make me doubt myself again. But now I am tired, and I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
And yeah, I was clearly right, but none of the Jedi Council would be able to admit it. Also, that is so much better. It's been a while since I actually did like the female route, the actual canon route, because if you're a dude, she's more like falling in love with you, but in the actual canon version, you know, she saw you as basically teacher, mentor, friend, and when you fell, she didn't know what else to do, and she really wanted to follow you, but couldn't bring herself to do so. Alright. Hello, handmaid sister. Where's the actual handmaiden at? Huh. It's been a while since I actually have gotten to these portions. Okay, so that goes up there to Atris, so we don't have to really worry about that. So we can walk around. There is some things we can do here. There is a training arena that we can do some unarmed combat. Oh, there she is. Hey, how's it going?
You are the exile. The one Atris warned us about.
Well, don't believe everything she says, by the way.
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
It wasn't that crazy. She's kind of exaggerating.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts. And she told us why you fell to the dark side.
Hey, whoa, hey, the dark side? I never fell in no dark side.
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
Why does everyone think because we went to war, we did it because we wanted to fight somebody? Did anyone like forget the point of going to war is to help people? It's just because we went to fight because of the defiance of the council doesn't necessarily mean we went because we felt like it and we wanted to fight. We felt like it was the right thing to do. If there were the case, I would have fought in the Jedi Civil War.
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
That is untrue, but Atris is entitled to her opinion.
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
I would like to ask you something.
You may ask.
You said Atris warned you about me. What did she say?
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your...
Oh, well, we're going in circles. I went to war to protect others, not to fight.
That is not all she...
Oh, we're just going around in circles.
Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it.
If I only feel what's lost. It's a difficult thing to describe.
Please, I wish to know.
Imagine waking hearing the heartbeat of the galaxy for the first time. It's like the current that passes through you and carries you with all of its places it touches. The warmth of the sun without the glare. You can feel its light and its heat, but there is no harmful to it. Yeah, we'll give her a nice, cheery answer.
I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
If you have any further questions in future, seek me out and I will answer them. So that's just a nice thing for talking to Brianna. So, spoiler alert, since we're really not going to get that far. Handmaiden's real name is Brianna. She was the daughter of a Jedi. Her mother was a Jedi, and so was her dad was a Republic soldier. They had her. She has deep connections to the Jedi. If you're a male person, you turn her to light. Atris is unhappy about it, and that's one of the main key strings of the male route. But in the female route, I think she just stays here and cosplays as Atris, I guess. So that's ultimately where she's at over here. Alright, where's my homies? I have to make sure to be nice to them so I get some influence, but first I gotta steal everything that I can find. Med packs? That's not cool. Where are they at? I think they're in here. Oh no, I know where they're at. But I'm looking around.
Why have your
oh. Yeah, they all have the same thing. So there is a training arena. Hey T3, what up? Beep-de-reep-a-deep. T3, are you alright? Beep-de-beep-beep-beep. It wasn't your fault, they took the ship, T3. Hold on, what information are you talking about? Why would she want then your memory core? You can fill me in later, let's get out of here first. Deet deet. Alright, join us on the Hebron Hawk when you're ready to leave. Alright. And we got T3. We're nice to T3, so we can do all that. So, as we're just looting the place, I just wanted to mention that this is basically the Dantooine of this game. You can come back here. It's got lab tables. There's a training thing. I think one of the handmaidens in the training arena has a shop. So, it's Dantooine of this game. Hello, friends.
Did you find what you came for?
That depends. What am I supposed to find here?
There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
The woman here is a Jedi Atris, one for the Council.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
So there is also a fun thing that we'll get into once we get to the end game with that. Because if I give it away now, it would technically be a spoiler on why all the students here are just handmaidens. Yes, they're trained and probably can fight like Jedi, but there is a reason why they're not taught in the ways of the Force, because if they were, well, we can already figure from Atris how all that would turn out. But Atris plans to heal the galaxy, then rebuild the Order. At least that she says anyway.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force.
Aren't the handmaiden students those who cannot feel the Force, you say?
Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
And that would be the handmaiden, who we would have to take down that wall and turn her into a Jedi if we were the male route, or if you played this game as a guy, you would know exactly what that is and how we would do that. How do you know that? Were you reading their minds?
Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
Indeed. As we know as the player with Atten, well, there's nothing to be gained by talking to her. I don't trust her. I may have to kill her now. Well, there's nothing to be gained talking to her. Let's talk about it on the way out of here, huh?
Very well. Let us depart.
Atten, you alright, bruh? Atten, you okay? I'll shut down the sound gate. Is Atten okay? He looks out cold.
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here
He's
has
only
fatigued him.
sleeping. Alright, well, he can sleep on the... Alright, then let me free you.
I am sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
Baildor, you're my #1 man. There's nothing to apologize for. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
A Jedi Academy concealed on northern pole of Telos, if you could believe that.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
This will be your new home. You wound up slowing us down. Alright, well, are you well enough to travel?
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
Come on with me then. I can use your help.
Very well, General.
Choose 2 members. So Kreia can come with us because she's always got insight, and Atten might as well. I know I said that he can join us, but you know. Ooh, jeez, that's loud. Jeez, I don't know why all of a sudden that just decided to play. This is just introducing Mira. Not a very good-looking cutscene, I might add. They could have upscaled this a little bit better.
I have felt it too, my lord. A disturbance in the Force.
I don't know if it's just a cutscene, but why is it
It was difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet
Did they
thing.
like not
I did not
upscale
notice it,
any of
but
the
now I wonder if it has always been
cutscenes?
there.
Why does it look so...
I merely could not hear it before. The sound built
Like,
so
I have to double
slowly,
check if this is
yet
my
when you
recording,
listen for it,
like,
you can make out
look
the
at this
strains,
cutscene, it's so
even over the background life of the universe. Do you feel it as if... You are the darkness in which all life dies, my lord. All life exists to feed your power. And my life is yours.
Yeah,
I
until
beg
we
you,
change
please.
it, though.
Let me die.
I'm guessing that's his way of saying, nah, bruh, you can't die yet. I need you to go help out
Yes.
somebody.
This disturbance echoes through the Force. I can follow it to its source and bring it to you. I will leave at once, my lord.
Now, this might cause problems. I was not expecting that cutscene to be right there. Also, I was not expecting that to be like 10 times like the voice volume. Like, I don't have my monitor up that loud, but all of a sudden that would just start to play up, blew out my ears. Sorry if that blew out your ears too, but I was just not expecting that. I think it's because we're already high enough level that those cutscenes trigger when you're a certain level. I want to say that's what that is. So because we're already like level 12 at this point, when normal players aren't min and max and everything, you're not supposed to be that strong. But since we are, so... Well, looks like we're gonna have a fight if we ever decide to go on the ship and back on again. Oh man. So I'm just gonna do some looting, looking around a little bit, seeing what's going on, and I'll meet you at the ship. And one thing I forgot to mention as before we wrap up, I'm looking for a fight.
I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place.
Invade it? I could use a good sparring match.
Very well. Follow me, and we shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teachings.
Alright, and we're going to do a little fighting here. I don't know how
Before
well
we
we're going to be
begin,
doing.
Are you familiar with Ichani traditions?
Does it have anything to do with why you want me to disrobe?
All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements,
or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose. Also, this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight, and we shall do the same.
And this is basically a way for kind of like the first game's battle arena, except you're just fighting the handmaidens and all that. It does get progressively harder, you know, but we fight 1-on-1, then we fight 2-on-2, and then you can use weapons, and you can't use weapons, all the way up to the point where you just fight every effer in here and take them all out, and then you become queen or king of the handmaidens. Not really, but they do respect you for basically whooping all of the asses. I understand, stay on the mat, no armor, no striking kills.
The fight will be with hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or other items. Also, do not call upon any Jedi techniques during our contest. If you do, then the battle will be over. In turn, I will not use our higher forms, for this is only an opening battle between us, a test of each other's strength.
Cool.
Then let us begin.
Yeah, we can fight. And then again, as the fights go and progress, you'll also be able to use armor, use weapons, use lightsabers, and then finally use whatever you want. I forget how tough these handmaidens are. We should be a high enough level that we're fine. Yeah, I mean, they're barely doing any damage at this point, so this is just a good way of getting up a bunch of experience. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing like 20 at a time, and you're only doing 9, so it should be one more hit and they're good. If I can stop missing. Please stop missing. I thought this is not a fight to the death here. Could I please stop missing? Stop missing. Stop missing. There we go.
You have succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge us again, and we will progress to more advanced movements.
Okay.
Very well. Our next battle will be using the higher forms among the Ichani. You may choose hands and feet, or whatever. Then let us...
Alright. And so this time I can actually use a sword if I want. So let's just get out my regular... Where is it? My Rhodian Killblade. Oh, I guess I lost the Killblade. Oh, it didn't even heal me up! What the hell? Oh. They didn't even heal me up. What a bunch of... Oh. What? You know, they didn't even heal me. You know, unbelievable. You know, unbelievable. You could have at least healed me. I have to, like, heal myself in battle to make this 10 times harder. I mean, they're still using hands and feet. And it doesn't help that they have super high dexterity, so they are able to avoid a lot of hits. And I'm probably gonna lose. Yep, I'm gonna lose. Nope, no Jedi. Nope. I'm a shoe stasis field, and that would have been meanie beans. Alright, come on. Let's go, let's do this. Can I please hit? Can I please hit? Usually if I can draw them in. Come on. There we go.
You have succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge us again, and we will progress.
Let me heal up and I'll be ready to fight again.
Seek one of us out when you wish to fight, and we shall honor your request.
Alright. That doesn't really get us much until you actually defeat them all. They also don't put on my clothes for some reason. Get out of here. So let's do that and get on with the rest of the game and get on with our mission of finding some of the lost Jedi that are around the galaxy. You know, in the first game we looked for star maps. In this game, we look for actual Jedi in order to defeat the Sith threat. We already saw one of those. He already blew out our freaking eardrums. That's Darth the Nihilist. It's never actually said what his name is in game unless, when you were actually fighting him. Spoiler alerts, we're going to fight him. Surprise. But, yeah, he's gunning for us, and he's already going to send his lady friend after us, and I'm sure that's going to be a fun fight. This is a loading ramp to the Ebonhop. Once you board, you'll be leaving the Telos. It says for good, but no, we can definitely come back here.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
Reap, reap, reap. Yeah, also, I don't know why it says leave for good. We can definitely go back there and land anytime. I think we should be able to. I don't think it's one of those that you can't return to fight all those handmaids again. What's with T3? Slow down, I didn't catch the first part. Be-deep. You downloaded Atris' archives.
What does the machine say?
He said there was a holo record of my trial in Atris' records.
We seem to have found it.
Star Wars reference right there. This is also another one of those scenes that's really good. Why I have my lightsaber on already is something beyond me as well.
Do you know why we have called you here?
Oh no, it's Master Vrook. It can't be good. Also, why is everybody else wearing actual armor, or not armor, robes, and then Atris has to be cool in her actual, white robes? You have called me here to answer for my crimes in Malachor 5?
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
I realized that following Revan to war was in violation of Jedi Code, and I broke it knowing defying the wishes of the Council. The truth is, the Mandalorians had to be stopped, or countless more would have died. The truth is that no Jedi should turn away from war, they should embrace it. No. I like the truth is that no Jedi should turn away from war. No. Where is it? The truth is the Mandalorians had to be stopped, or countless worlds would have died.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Fine, see you later. I like how there was no debate. I could have swore I had more questions in there.
Much defiance in that one.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there. More like an echo.
The war has touched the youngest of the Order. Many of them have lost themselves in battle against the Mandalorians.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no Jedi. She walked Revan's path, but she was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code, and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the Exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the Exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her depart. She will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with her, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as if she was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one. if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and she cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told her the truth. A Jedi deserved to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There is still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be healed. Until then, she must accept her journey.
But she may never discover the truth, and she will never know why we cast her out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Is that all there? There must be more. So they knew what happened to me. They do. And those last moves at my trial, I had no idea. Well, I know it could take a while, but keep analyzing our archives. Atris has a list of all the missing Jedi. Sure, display it. Master Vrook is on Dantooine. Master Zuskael is on Nar Shaddaa. Master Kava is on Onderon. Master Vas is on Korriban. And Master Atris, I guess, is on Telos. I knew all those Jedi were on the council that exiled me. That's what we just watched, Exile. Come on.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
You have no choice, but those Jedi know what happened to me. And why did that click and then all of a sudden I'm going to save and loading? Weird.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Atris said a Jedi took it from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
I'm not afraid of building a new lightsaber, if that's what you think. Do you think I can build one?
I don't know, General. But whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
Very well. To begin, there are some parts I'll need.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Since when did you become an expert on lightsabers?
I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that you've gone
As
for
we're
a long time
going through all the things that should have been on the
Most
ship.
droids behave erratically
Oh
under
my
those
god.
circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
Maybe he's just worried about your skills.
If it wasn't for me, we'd all be floating in space. I think I can handle it.
Sounds good, like a good idea to me.
Good. Now let's get started.
Ooh.
You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
And T3, just like that, has +2 to Constitution. How many? Okay, good. Alright. So that was a lot. I know a lot of the cutscenes usually have trigger points. I guess those, along with that random cutscene, were just ones that trigger based on my level. So, I think that is well enough for now. I know that was a lot of exposition, a lot of story setting, but we finally have our destination. So we can finally head out into the actual world, to head out to our planets. I think with tradition, as I like to do this game, we first start over in Nar Shaddaa, then we go over to Dantooine, head over to Onderon, and wrap up with Korriban. Korriban I always do last because there's some high level areas and I want to make sure we do that for the last thing we do. And I hope you join me for that in the next episode as we go around the ship, talk to everybody, check in with everybody, and head to our first planet, Nar Shaddaa. and I hope you join me for that in that next episode. Please hit like, hit subscribe, do all those things on down below. But until next time, I have been Adam, this has been HMO4 Gaming, and this has been Knights of the Old Republic 2. Thank you very much. Have yourselves a great day.